His life changes after finding a cheat system to become a billionaire. The story develops with Pei, an ordinary guy who rushes to work, moving through the hustle and bustle of the morning rush. Graduating from college, he landed a typical job, only to find his boss's behavior harmful. But before we delve into that, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more fantastic anime recommendations. As he arrives at the train station, he barely makes it onto the train just as the doors are closing, signaling the start of another day. Glancing at his watch, Pei realizes he's barely on time. With just a minute to spare before the clock strikes 9, he hurries to sign in, breathing a sigh of relief as he clocks in at the last moment. The morning progresses, and thoughts of lunch start creeping into Pei's mind. However, being short on cash, he meticulously compares various discounts, determined to stretch his budget for the best deal possible. After enjoying his simple lunch, Pei attempts to unwind by enjoying a game on his computer. His relaxation is short-lived as he notices his boss watching nearby. Quickly switching screens to appear occupied with work, Pei avoids detection as his boss inspects the office. As the clock ticks towards 6 p.m., Pei eagerly anticipates his escape from the office grind. However, his plans are hindered when his boss interrupts him, demanding a copy of a presentation due a week later. Despite Pei's protests, his boss insists on having it immediately, threatening consequences if he fails to comply. In a moment of resistance, Pei imagines standing up to his boss, asserting his rights and refusing to be intimidated. Yet, in reality, he unwillingly agrees to work overtime to meet the unreasonable demand. The scene fades as Pei remains in the office, working hard into the night, the solitary figure in an empty workspace. As night falls, Pei finds himself in a blackout, giving a spooky feel to his surroundings. Suddenly, a message lights up his phone. It's a quiz from his friend promising to reveal his luck. Trying to grab his phone, Pei messes up and drops it in the nearby trash can. Determined to get his phone back, Pei leans in, but he sees something unexpected, a strange screen offering to tell his luck. Before he can understand, a voice says the luck system is on. In a flashy light show, symbols appear around Pei, lifting him into the air and then into the bin, making him disappear. Waking up to his friend Yang's worried voice, Pei feels confused, back in his old dorm room from college. Surprised, he listens as Yang tells him to hurry for the dean's class, saying it's important. Pei is puzzled, trying to understand why he's suddenly back in time. Seeing his roommates leave, he realizes he's in his freshman year again. Thinking about going to class, he remembers a teacher who hid the importance of attendance, failing those who skipped at the end of the semester. While he thinks, Pei faces a moment of doubt, almost falling, when the luck system starts again. Calling itself Richie, the system offers Pei $50,000 to start a business, making him dream of success. Richie explains how it works, promising money to help Pei's business. Excited to change his life, Pei imagines his future. But when Richie talks about possible losses, Pei isn't discouraged. He sees a chance to turn losses into gains. Ready to take advantage of his luck, Pei embraces the unusual journey ahead, determined to make the most of his lucky break. Richie, the mysterious system, helps Pei through the next steps of his business journey, stressing the importance of starting a real company. Faced with the big task of picking an industry, Pei briefly thinks about taking shortcuts, but realizes it's better to follow the rules. After thinking it over, he picks the gaming industry, a field known for its challenges and uncertainties. With a bit of fun, Pei gives his company a silly name, not caring about normal rules. But Richie warns him strongly not to tell anyone about the system, saying it could cause trouble. As a 14-day countdown starts, Pei worries about making a game in such a short time. Asking his friend Yang for help, Pei finds out about an easy-to-use platform full of templates and stuff to help make games faster. Not letting the platform's limits stop him, Pei starts making the game, spending money on a driving simulator template and things he needs. He carefully makes a boring game, thinking it will be forgotten. Taking a bold move, Pei makes the game super long, sure that its dullness will keep people away. Following his different approach, he names the game The Lonely Desert Road, and sets a low price to make just a bit of money. Now that he's done, Pei waits to see what happens with his strange new business, ready for whatever comes in the unpredictable gaming world. His game isn't selling well. Pei feels a bit better knowing he might still make a little money. Their neighbors invite him to play games, but Pei says no because he didn't sleep well last night. While his roommates play games, Pei relaxes on his bed, feeling okay. Remembering how he used to be too busy with work to play games, Pei now thinks he might have a better future without working so hard, even if he doesn't make much money right away. In another part of the story, we meet Kyo, a person known for playing and talking about bad games online. Even though he's popular, Kyo has trouble finding sponsors, so he's always looking for new games to talk about. He finds the Lonely Desert Road and thinks it might be interesting. But when Kyo starts playing, he's disappointed. The game doesn't have much of a story, and he crashes in the game, losing quickly. Kyo gets really into the game, spending hours trying to beat it. He's determined but gets frustrated when he can't stop the game, making tired mistakes. Kyo won't give up, thinking his gaming skills are being tested. But the game gets harder and he almost gives in. Just when Kyo thinks of quitting, he gets a mysterious message saying there's a reward at the end. Curious, he keeps playing, thinking about more than just the game. After a while, Kyo starts thinking about his life while playing. Feeling more determined, he gets closer to finishing. When Kyo finally beats the game, he's surprised to see a message making fun of him for wasting 8 hours. Angry, he calls the game a scam, realizing he's wasted his time. We see Pei is in a classroom and Richie shows him data saying there are 11 days until the next milestone. Pei thought the game didn't sell well, but classmates talk about how popular it is now. Hurrying home, Pei finds out his game got popular because of a bad review by Kyo on his channel. Feeling down but curious, Pei watches the harsh review, realizing that people's interest in his game grew because of Kyo's criticism. Even though Young asks him to play, Pei says no, worried about the game's sudden popularity. He tries to make the game sound bad so people won't play, but they keep buying it anyway, and Pei keeps their money. As time goes on, Young gets curious about the game's popularity, even though it's not that good. Pei feels bad about the unintended success of his game, worried he won't make as much money as he hoped. In another part of the story, we meet Lee, a big shot in the gaming world. Lee isn't bothered by the low price of Lonely Desert Road, and his assistant doubts it'll make much money. But Lee is determined to be the best in the gaming business, ignoring his assistant's doubts and focusing on dominating the market. But that's where this video ends, and if you haven't watched, he pretends to be weak but he is actually the strongest villain. Click on the video on the right and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. See you on the next one.